We are live. Yay! When will I stop wondering if we're live? I was just too busy dancing to the music. But, there's my angel wings flying around. It's a great topic today. I wore pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do I need to say any more to us? On Instagram, you can find me today as an angel in pink. It's fantastic. I am so very excited to talk to you about our wonderful podcast that we had this week, talking to everyone about a beautiful and wonderful breast cancer survivor that can touch our hearts in every sort of way. And I don't even know where to start, but let's start from the beginning, guys. Okay, let's get going. Let's get the show on the road for this week's live broadcast. For those that are new here, my name is Tina Ginn, and I am an emergency preparedness coach, a best-selling author, a financial expert, and an app developer of Your Backup Plan app, which I'm located in Vancouver, BC, Canada. And you can expect product reviews on my channel. You can expect workshops, tips and tricks from our interviewees, and some tutorials, which we will be getting into very shortly. We have a great membership program. It's called Your Backup Plan Blueprint, and it will be available in the month of November. We're just coming to the works of completing it now. It will provide you tutorials. It will provide you step-by-step instructions, videos on guides, as well as interviews as well with home insurance providers, say, so to speak, how to do your will, and lots of worksheets, how to have a family meeting. I forgot what I was going to say. So on our channel, we have podcasts every week and a blog and this live video. And we talk about real life stories from real life people. And this week was exceptional for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Bringing Erica Patterson to our podcast was absolutely wonderful. So if you are new here, go ahead and click on the subscribe button down there. And tap on the bell so that you're notified when we upload and put up new live streams. So what do we do here? What does Your Backup Plan do? What do? I provide real life stories every single week. And I am here and believe me, I am here to get you guys better prepared. Are we prepared for an earthquake? No, we're not. Are we prepared for a flood? No. Are we prepared for a tragic car accident? No, we're not. Are we prepared for dementia hitting our family? No, we're not. So my job is to get everyone better prepared for a life-changing event. And my quote this week is from my book that I wrote called In the Blink of an Eye. And I thought it really meant a lot this month and this week for breast cancer awareness. Your road in life can be paved with gold, as they say, or it can be shadowed with harder times. A simple bump in the pathway can quickly turn a normal day into a life-changing event. full of unexpected challenges. However, it is the lessons we learn from these twists and turns, as well as our growth to the next level of conscientiousness, that sparks greater empathy, improved leadership, and amazing ideas in the blink of an eye. So, yeah, life-changing events, things that put us out of our groove, take us out of our groove, whether we like it or not. The 6-letter word that brings most people to their knees, leaving them with little or no hope, of course. But we don't need to have this opinion. With breast cancer, there are so many survivors now compared to what it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So it brings a whole other aspect of hope and faith in our medical system, in our checking ourselves for mammograms, and your personal touches of your breasts, because men need to do this too. There are quite a few statistics around breasts for men and cancer as well. So when you're told you have cancer, the C word, there's so many different names for it. What do we feel like? How did it touch us? Does it make us think differently? Do you realize, well, what am I going to do with myself? How will I recover from this? Am I prepared? It makes you look a lot differently at things than what everyday busy life makes you look like. Hence my angel wings today. I think we should all have our angel wings on every single day to help us push us to get better prepared for ourselves as well as those that are around us. Why does the universe push us like this? Well, there are different philosophies around that, and that's not for this topic actually, but because the first question when it hits you hard is why me? And we need to get over the why me because we need to put a plan in place. And if you don't have a plan now when you're in good health, it makes it more difficult to put a plan in place when you're not. But as we've talked about this in many, many, many podcasts so far, we talk about not being prepared and why we think we don't need to be prepared. And that's because we think we're invincible. We think that we're Superman or Superwoman, and that nothing's going to happen to us. How could this happen to me? I eat well. I don't drink too much. I exercise. All of these things. It doesn't mean anything to the universe. It doesn't mean anything to your cells in your body. It means that we need to face things, and why not face them when we're in a good place in our minds, a good place to be better prepared, so that when something does hit us or our family, we are better prepared and we're not going through that roller coaster of our life, our roller coaster of not being prepared and then trying to make it better. It's never very comfortable, and it's very emotional, and it's a true roller coaster, and we don't need to do that. We need to be, I want to empower everyone to know who they are and what do they want? What do they want the picture to look like? What, if you had that said to you today, how would you look at things differently? What would make you want to be better prepared? And remember, it's not just about you. It's about those people that we love that are close to us as well, because we're going to have to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And for the majority of people that I interview, it's a very difficult task, and it doesn't need to be. It really doesn't. It can be very simple if you know how. And that's what our backup plan blueprint does. It helps you get better prepared. So we had a wonderful discussion, interview with Erica on breast cancer awareness. Her wonderful survivor story is breathtaking. And she talked to us about giving us some tips and tricks of when you do get that doctor's appointment that tells you those things to, I guess you have to get in a better place at first because it's quite of a shock. But find something that you love. Find yourself again. Find a hobby. Maybe it's art or music or dancing or creating something, making something, writing music, writing stories, writing blogs. Find something that turns your passion on. And that way you can be in a better optimistic mindset because it's really about how you feel. And of course, some of us have the drugs that we obviously need to also take. And that's going to put you down to a degree of not feeling well. It might act funny with your body. It doesn't add anything extra to you. It doesn't make you feel better, that's for sure. So what can we do to feel better? Well, we can find something that we are optimistic and have a passion for. We can stay optimistic and send love to someone that you care and love about today because you don't know when you might not have a chance. Be grateful for the life that you do have. And that is one thing that talking to survivors has really been a big point with me. Being grateful for having their life. Why we're not grateful before something happens, I'm not really sure why, but we certainly are after. Take time for you. You do deserve it. And it's a time to find what makes you tick, what makes you feel better in the day, whether it's a half an hour, whether it's a whole day, whether it's a weekend. It will help you. Remove those negative demon thoughts out of your mind. Stay optimistic. Of course, Erica did mention, everyone says, stay positive, stay positive. Well, when you're in this dilemma, it's not easy to stay positive. And so she gave us these tips to try to stay positive with. Removing the negative, seeing the positive, staying faithful, have trust, have faith with your medical team, with your friends and family that you have supporting you, with your condition, because you really truly are beautiful inside and out, and you need to take time for yourself, find your passion, release the negativity, release the negative thoughts, put in positive thoughts, and you'll find that you'll feel so much better going through this journey. You are the bomb. Absolutely. You are beautiful inside and out, and you deserve to have the best. You deserve to, no matter if one breast needs to go or two breasts need to go or whatever therapy or medical team has decided for you, what you decide to do, be optimistic and find the good things out of everything. Remove those that don't serve us anymore. I find that a difficult one, obviously. It's hard to remove those people out of our lives, but you need to, during the journey, to find your place, you need to surround yourself with people that truly, truly believe in you, that support you, that care about you, that will help guide you through the journey, because there's medications that don't make you feel good. There's treatments that don't make you feel good. There's the feeling of being isolated and alone in this journey, and you are not. You find those around that truly love you to help support you during this tragic time in your life. Turn that tragedy into a journey of love and excitement of what's to come. And use your journey to help others, whether it's helping someone get to their appointment or whether it's sending a message to someone that you see struggling with their journey at the moment. Send them food or meals, getting them to their appointment, perhaps picking them up, taking them there, being that supportive person. All of these things help to be positive and be the strength that the person that's going through this journey, that they could respect and feel supported and loved. There are times in our life that we feel like we need a plan, and this is one of them. Of course, there are many more, and that's why I'm here to help you create that unique plan for you. Because it's important, and we need to make sure that it's there for ourselves as well as those around us. Because if something did occur during your treatment or your journey or afterwards, we need to know that your plan is in place and that you will be okay. And hopefully you don't need the plan, but now you're that much further ahead. It's time to get your act together, because if you haven't had a plan put in place, it's time to get one done. It's time to perhaps think about some of those choices that we have to make. And if you don't know about the choices, definitely subscribe to our membership program. That helps you, guides you, gives you worksheets and templates and all sorts of videos, etc., to help guide you through the process of getting that plan. It's really time to get serious, because God doesn't play. God does it on his time. God chooses what he's going to do, and you cannot control that. So it's time to take control and be serious about your own life and what it is that you want for those around you that you love and care about, as well as yourself, because it's not a death sentence. Absolutely not anymore in this year of 2020. But there are lots of other things that are death sentences. For example, COVID could actually be a death sentence to some people. And it helps us remember our lives and how easy it is to fall down by the wayside and not be prepared when we think, oh, we're just too busy, life's too busy, we're working and there's no time, and we're too busy traveling and having fun. Who has time for planning? Nobody, but we do. We need to make time to plan. So we discuss the 3 documents that we talk in every podcast, I think. The 3 documents that we need are a will, a power of attorney, and a living will. In British Columbia, it's called a representation agreement. It could be called healthcare initiative or healthcare directive. But those 3 documents are definitely important and needed at any time of your life, whether you've just found out about a tragedy or an event or circumstance in yourself or your family member. It's time to get serious and get down to business. Look at your blueprint, at your backup plan blueprint, to enable you to make decisions. Sometimes we're not aware of those choices that we need to make because we don't think of our own lives like that. But I've made a template, and all you have to do is click on step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4, and you can be off to the races in no time flat. We need to have someone that knows us when times get tough, that we can trust and give us support and help us make these decisions, because I find it's more difficult to make decisions when we are dealing with something else, like this circumstance or event or tragedy, whatever that might look like. But for breast cancer, we need to have a plan, and we need to know that we have support and that we are loved, and there will be other people to help make decisions with us. When you are confronted with your own mortality, it's very difficult to make adjustments to our lives, to make a plan, because it's so much easier to forget it and disappear into the world of disappearance, because we don't want to deal with it. But I'm telling you, for every week, I tell you guys, it's time to get a plan in place, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. In the world today, who really knows? It's good to have a family meeting and discuss it with your close family group, whether it's discussion about yourself and your partner, or it's a discussion with your parents, or if it's a discussion with your siblings. It's time to have a family meeting, and I give you a worksheet for that to guide you through that process. It doesn't need to be a roller coaster. There's enough emotion and feelings around having those words given to us that we don't need any additional worries. We have enough to deal with on our plate. So it's a good time to get off that roller coaster in your regular, normal, day-to-day lives and start putting that plan together. Approximately 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. 1 in 8, that's about 12%, will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. And this is worldwide. So book your mammogram, get your tests when you should be getting your tests, because it's important to catch cancer, breast cancer, very early in stages, even though we want to put it off and we all hate the exam, me included, that we could avoid it, like going to the dentist possibly. There's things that we don't like to do, but we just have to, because it might save us, it might save our lives. So it's really, really important to be on top of that. So our podcast this week was very inspirational. I included in the blog some websites that you might find some information on, some projects that breast cancer does, and if anyone wants to volunteer, I've volunteered probably for the last 10 years in February for cancer awareness. And so whatever that means to you, to help out, help your neighbor out that is struggling, help out your friend that's struggling, or your family member, because there's always this journey that they don't need to do on their own. So make sure that you could help out others as well. And if you've had the bad news, turn what they used to say, turn that frown upside down, and really make it so that you're going to kick this, that you are going to rise. You are going to become the best person that you can become. And Erica's done that. She talks about her belief system, finding her way through the dark side of, you have stage 2 breast cancer. She was determined to overcome any obstacles that she ran into. And believe me, she also had a bad relationship at the time, which was just another obstacle that no one needs to have during the worst time. So she's definitely overcome obstacles in her lifetime. She made sure she had people around her that loved her. Her intuition and her faith brought her to where she is today, guiding her She thanks and very grateful for having her life every single day. She remembers not feeling being prepared in her life, not feeling like she was where she wanted to be at this time in her life. And that's a difficult challenge in its own as well. She expressed her fears around that. She wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I don't wish it on anyone either. I'm sure no one does, but I have a sincere admiration for Erica, coping with what she had to cope with during the time of her life, the obstacles that she overcame, and where she is today is just amazing. Her strength inspires me each and every day. And I'm so thankful for Erica coming into my life. I definitely know that I was blessed in to be a part of her journey as well as mine. So I'm here to help you because Erica said, if the mammogram hurts, just do it, because there's something else that hurts even more. So get your tests done, your mammograms done when you're supposed to. Do your own personal tests as well, checking for any lumps or anything else like that so that you can bring it up to your medical team. Yeah, I was amazed. It was very inspirational for anyone that hasn't listened to the podcast yet. Please make sure that you try to, because I will link it down below in the description, as well as Erica's Instagram and Facebook page are also on the description, our breast cancer survivor. And I was ecstatic from the time that I clicked on our podcast till the time I finished with Erica. She was amazing, a very good friend of mine now. She takes it all to always that next level. Never negative thoughts, always positive, and always there for the other person, because I think once you do go through something like this, you want to help other people to not have that same fear, not have that same worry as well. An emotional roller coaster is definitely the best description of it. But on a better note, COVID has definitely given us a challenge to combating breast cancer, our appointments, our surgeries that we need. It added another layer to our issues, but it's there for everybody. I hope that you've gotten something from this that you can take away from our podcast and our live video today. I hope that we've inspired and motivated everyone, whether you're supporting someone with breast cancer or that you are dealing with it yourself. We send light and love to you. But you really do need to get a plan, your own unique plan, put it in place so that it's a guide for you, and it's done, and it's a lot easier to do it before something like this happens than after the fact. So take a moment and share this video with those that you love and care about, because it will make a huge impact to them and to you. Our website is yourbackupPlan.ca. We do have Your Backup Plan app. It's on iTunes and Google Play. It's available now. It's getting an update currently, and it will be working again in the next few days. So there was a few adjustments that we had to fine-tune some updates. Those darn updates. We all go through that. But yes, take a moment, share our videos, share our thoughts, our podcasts with anyone that you think about. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Click on the like and share buttons. I think it's down there somewhere down there. And and share it. Share it with all those that you love and care about today, because we need to make a difference. We need to help those that we love and care about. We need to make sure our plan is also in place. So everyone, because family matters, your backup plan, we'll be talking about next week a fantastic interview with a motorcycle car accident, I guess you could say, but a motorcycle driver with a much beautiful, inspiring, and motivating story that he tells us. And if we can support those that we love and care about that are going through this struggle, please remember to do so. Please remember that just a little note to them saying, we're thinking about you, or that we dropped something off for food. Remember, we also care about others that are going through this time as well. So thank you, Erica, if you're listening. Thank you for your beautiful, inspiring, and motivating podcast interview that we had. And I'd like to let anybody know I will also link the breast cancer, if you'd like to send money to the breast cancer society as well. I will link that down below. But our websites and Erica's information will be linked in the description box below. So I hope everyone is having a beautiful Thursday, a Thursday which is dark already. It doesn't take long before it's dark quickly. And I wish everyone lots of love and light for this coming week. Happy Blue Moon that's coming up on Saturday, and happy Halloween, and sending lots of love to those that are dealing with breast cancer right now. Thank you so much for coming out tonight, and thank you for your subscriptions and your love as a member. Thanks again. Bye for now.